Thin laptops have always been a mix of performance, capability, and portability. Finding the right balance for everything is nearly impossible, but once in a while, someone gets it right. I'm Ben with Your Tech Explained, and this is our review of the HP Spectre 13. So let's start out by talking about the design. The HP Spectre 13 is a fully aluminum laptop that is thin, light, and attractive. It's a sleek machine in every aspect, but not too much that it becomes impractical. Opening up the laptop reveals a 13.3-inch display with thin bezels along either side. While it's not as impressive as something like the Yoga 910 or something from Dell's XPS line, this approach keeps all the bezels relatively thin and still puts the webcam up top where it belongs. The display itself is pretty solid, providing good colors, acceptable brightness levels, and just enough screen real estate to get things done. Above the display, you'll also find the iris scanner, which works with Windows Hello to make logging into your computer a lot quicker and easier, all while keeping things secure, and I found this feature very useful, as well as being impressed on how accurate it was, and I actually prefer it over something like a fingerprint sensor. As for the specifications, the model I purchased has a Full HD display, Intel Kaby Lake Core i7 with integrated graphics, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. On these specs, Windows 10 flies, even while using programs like Photoshop and Premiere, or even playing some games on lower settings. The keyboard was another massive highlight for me. It's well spaced, it provides an excellent amount of key travel on each press, and has extra keys along the right side that you won't find on other laptops. My only complaint is the backlighting, since there are only 2 levels, off and on. As for the trackpad, it's really nothing special. It gets the job done for the most part, and I love the fact that it's extra wide, but I did have a lot of issues with drag and drop and similar functions on the trackpad. Then there are the ports. I love USB-C, but I'm not ready to move over to it completely just yet. Here, the Spectre makes a wonderful compromise. On one side of the machine, you'll find 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports that double as charging ports, flanked by a single full-size USB 3.0 port on the opposite side. It's not perfect, and you'll probably still need to pick up a couple of dongles, but it's a welcome balance between 2 periods of time, although I do wish it had an SD card slot. As for the battery life, I was pretty happy overall. Generally, I could get about 8 to 10 hours on a charge, and thanks to USB-C, I could easily charge on the go thanks to my Tilt backpack or RAV Power battery, both linked in the description. 2 other things that are worth mentioning on this laptop include, first of all, the speakers. They are powered by Bang & Olufsen, and they sound absolutely wonderful. They're very loud and they don't distort at the highest levels. And best of all, there's actually a fair bit of bass response, even though this is a very thin laptop. And then there are the fans, which work really well in keeping the laptop cool, and they also don't kick in all that often. You have to be using Photoshop or Premiere for quite a while before they kick in, and even when they do, they're fairly quiet, which was a huge plus for me. Now, what it comes down to with the HP Spectre 13 is easily my favorite laptop in recent memory, and it's also one of the best purchases I've personally made in a while. It's an easy laptop to recommend as long as you can stomach the price point. The model I used comes in at about $1299, and the base model runs about $1,000. A 4K option is also available for $1599, but it's overkill. With that said, we'll wrap up this review. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe for more reviews just like this coming soon, and leave a comment below letting us know what you think of the HP Spectre. As always, thanks for watching.